do you compared to the other ones you've had and the ones you just now find yourself having? So we need to get out of the box, and we need to just get back to understanding. You will get what you apply yourself to get. And that's what we need to be. We need to come up with a plan of what are we going to do? How are we going to qualify ourselves? How are we going to position ourselves to take advantage of whatever resources are made available to our community?
And Dr. Lee Warren, do you believe that all of the presidents were controlled by the oligarchs? And people that don't know what oligarchs mean, that means the people that are rich and powerful. But Donald Trump, U.S. President Donald Trump, will not be controlled by the oligarchs. Do you believe that?
I believe that let me say it this way. Most of those politicians came in, they needed some money. I mean, they need to get a paycheck. Like I said, he's not accepting a paycheck, and he don't need to be bribed. So, I mean, but he's still not his own man now as far as determining policy of this country. I mean, and certain issues. No, I mean, he has a little bit more rope than say Hillary did, or Obama did. I mean, he doesn't need listen, the man's got he lives in a penthouse that's in solid gold, so he can't be bribed in that sense. So in that sense, he's that's not what he has over most politicians. You know, like Hillary and them, when they left the White House, Bill and them left, they tried to steal the silverware and furniture out of the White House.
Understand.
Well, let me just say this. I mean, we still live in America. We still have, well, they still have a constitution that apply to them. Dude gonna have to play ball. He don't run nothing really. I mean, okay, they allowed him to get there for whatever reasons, but let's keep it real. This is the United States of America, and yeah, he might be whatever he might be, and he might be where he is, but if he get out of his lane, they will check him. Well, he will not run the country the way he want to run it. He will have to follow the Constitution and other things that are in place, just like any other president. So don't get it twisted that Mr. Trump, just because he became president, that everything gonna be Trump world. It ain't. He gonna still be just like anybody else. He gonna run into brick walls. He gonna get defeated on some things, and he gonna win on some others. He is not gonna run this like he running his own business.
But I was saying being defeated by the oligarchs is because he's a multi-billionaire. You know what? They can't demand him to do certain things, but he has the Congress and the Senate that are majority Republican, though.
Yeah, and they say he's rich, but I mean, you know, rich among rich, he might just be a commoner. They say there are some people that's in positions that, you know, control the world. These people control the world, not just the American part of it, but the whole piece. And when you look at it on a global, universal plane, Trump is just a dot. And let's not get panicky. Trump is, Trump. I mean, what the hell?
And then as they was running, he made remarks about Hillary, calling her crooked Hillary. I thought that was grade school stuff, my own self. But Mr. Glover said he was talking to people on a level that they understood. Did you think he's going to try to influence the government to get a special prosecutor to send her to jail for those emails?
He said he was not.
He's going to leave it alone.
That's what he said.
But what do you think, Dr. Lee Warren? You think he's going to try to? He said he wasn't, though.
He said that was part of the campaign. He ain't interested in that.
Did you know what I noticed? Both of y'all, he doesn't even call her crooked Hillary anymore. He said, I was in a battle.
Right.
And he said the Clintons are very nice people.
It's politics. I mean, you know, only black folks get caught up and fall out forever. Politics, man, they partners.
Yes. What do you think, Dr. Lee Warren?
Well, yeah, he said it, but he said it's all politics. But if you know the history of the Hillary, and you go back to Arkansas, and understand what happened with the dope deal that's coming from down there and Mena, Arkansas. If you understood the Mena, Arkansas, and what Bill did, that most Americans understand how he ran that whole Mena, Arkansas, and the Contra thing. I mean, the dope came in. That's why the crack initially got into the damn ghetto. Was Bush and the boys.
We got 5 minutes.
Got the stuff in here, and all you gotta do is get the history of Freeway Ricky. He can tell you the deal. So all that was all Bill Clinton and the CIA and the Bushes. So he was right in that sense.
Now, let me ask both of y'all something. We only got 5 minutes left. Now, you know what? Donald Trump says, I'm going to knock the HELL out of ISIS. And he said, the generals, I know more than the generals. I know more than the generals. This war will be over within a couple. Y'all think he knows what he's talking about, and he's just being Donald?
I think he's just talking, but I think we need to be able to know that.
Okay.
He's just running his mouth, but he know, we know, and anybody that's paying attention, that's mature in the life, know that, I mean, he's just talking. I mean, you know, he's a send-off dude.
What do you think about that? You think he knows more than the generals, Dr. Lee Warren?
Let us go back before he even ran for office. Remember, they said that ISIS couldn't be defeated. It would take us years to defeat them. The Russians came in 3 weeks and kicked their ass. Bombed the hell out of them. And then I'm sitting there listening to this stuff. And I said, what the hell are they doing to Vietnam? They bombed up people back in the Stone Age. What the hell is Obama talking about? Listen, all that stuff was just a situation to maintain the stability in the Middle East. But he was right. Anybody, I don't know nothing about military tactics, but I do know what they did to Vietnam.
We got two. Excuse me, Doc. I'll say this real quick. Somebody told me, said, I ain't gonna hold my hand like this. Donald, no one could tell him anything. I shouldn't hold my hand like that. But they remind him of somebody. But you know what? We only got 2 minutes left. I ain't gonna say Hitler. Well, but is this something that you want to say, Doc, that I didn't give you the opportunity to say?
No, I'm good, brother. And once again, I thank you for the opportunity to be here. And I'm thinking that things are not going to be as bad as a lot of people seem to think they are. I think we just keep living, man, and we'll be all right.
Okay. And your show comes on?
Well, it depends. I mean, it'll probably be on Saturdays, and sometime it'll be on Fridays.
Okay. And Dr. Lee Warren, we got a minute left. Is there something that you want to say?
Listen, the country's in very terrible shape economically. See, my expertise or my profession was I managed money for Sears Roebuck when he was in business, big trust company, which is basically in today's money, it'll be worth about $250 million or $1/3 billion. That's the money I managed. The country is broke. It is seriously broke. And just like Chicago, that you face some serious issues. And especially for the African American, there are things that you could protect yourself.
And we ran out of time. And thank you, both of y'all. And you know what? If you like, just subscribe on YouTube and share on Facebook. But I think with Donald, I think we're going to be all right. Black people or people of color always survive.
Correct.
It's going to be some other people that's going to catch hell. People that may have voted against their own self-interest. Assalamu alaikum.